It all comes down to this. Kurt Angle, who looks to move on from his issues with Mr. Anderson, locked inside a steel cage. Actions speak louder than words. And Mr. Anderson is quite the loudmouth. So it's hard to believe that his actions will speak louder than his words. But right off the bat, it's Mr. Anderson with these hard fists and taking down Angle early. Mr. Anderson already looking to unlock the cage. I'm surprised. I'm surprised, but not surprised that Mr. Anderson was already looking to unlock the cage to escape and get out of this. And now going to wrap it around his fist. Add some more damage to Angle with these fists. The fist of Mr. Anderson. It's simple yet effective. And now looks to go right back to opening that master lock. Oh, and a backdrop suplex. Kurt Angle takes down Mr. Anderson. I don't know why anybody would ever turn their back on Kurt Angle. A multi-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist. Not very wise. And that key is actually in the lock. All you got to do is just turn it. Kurt can escape the cage if he wants. But Kurt saw it. He saw the key in the lock. But instead wants to inflict more damage as he just connected with a suplex on Anderson. Anderson finally confined. He cannot escape from Kurt Angle. That's what Kurt Angle loves about this. That's why Kurt Angle chose not to unlock the lock when he had the opportunity. Kurt Angle's a man who's always wrestled with integrity. Oh my. Kurt Angle has been busted open, but what would you expect when you're inside a steel cage? The steel cage is not made from feathers and it's not a pillow. It's a steel cage. And Anderson driving Angle throat first on that middle rope. Anderson taking his time, inflicting damage onto the Olympic gold medalist. Anderson, who just mocked Angle. I don't know how wise that is. Anderson may be in control now. Oh my God. And again to Angle. That's a graphic shot. It's as graphic and violent as it gets. And Anderson wipes the blood of his enemy, Kurt Angle, all over his chest. It's almost like his war paint. Anderson went for Angle. Instead, Angle got the boot up. Anderson blocked that and dropped an elbow on Angle. That blood is rushing down fast and hard. Anderson got that leg drop. And looking to unlock the cage door. And it's Kurt who sent Anderson into the cage. Kurt does not want to lose this opportunity to be inside the cage and where Mr. Anderson has really nowhere to go for the most part. He doesn't want to lose that opportunity. But right now, Angle looks worse for wear. The machine that is Kurt Angle is not in a good position whatsoever. He's lost quite a substantial amount of blood. Anderson perhaps thinking a pile driver, but instead, Kurt Angle realizing he was in trouble, back body drop. Anderson, who tried to dish out more punishment, got countered by Angle. It seemed that Angle this time was the one that was trying to open up the cage, but Anderson would stop Angle's attempt, and that key is still in the padlock, yet to be turned. That key is yet to be turned. It seems that Mr. Anderson, the top of his head has now been busted open. Anderson has Angle in his sights as he looks to go for something high risk. Meanwhile, Angle taking advantage of Mr. Anderson taking way too much time with a big belly to belly off the top. High impact crash and burn like a car crash. It's not about pinfall or submission. It's about walking out the cage door. But the thing is, Kurt Angle wants to inflict more pain on Mr. Anderson before he does so. And now, having turned things around, this might be the opportunity that Kurt Angle has needed to do just that. Anderson has the tape. He unraveled the tape. Oh, he's going to choke out Angle with a tape. He's got that wrist tape. And now he's choking Kurt Angle. And it's all legal. There are no rules in this steel cage match. The only rule is you win by escaping the cage. And that mouthpiece just got spit out by Angle, who was looking for some extra air, something to hold on to, some kind of breath. But the airway, look at Angle's face. Angle's face has gone completely red. It's going to turn purple. Kurt Angle's about to be fully choked out in just a second. Angle's body's going limp. Kurt Angle's face. Oh, Kurt Angle now starting to fight back a little bit here. Talk about a machine, despite just nearly being choked out, is doing everything it can to break the vice grip of Mr. Anderson. Angle, a man who's never shown any quit, who will keep fighting until his dying breath. And that back suplex takes down Anderson. Kurt Angle has the opportunity to regroup here and catch his breath. This is exactly what Angle needs if he's going to find his way back into this match. Needs to get some wind, some air back into those lungs. Angle had his airway blocked off for a significant amount of time, and that can really slow you down quite a bit. And for Angle, Angle's stamina is one of his strong points. So despite the amount of air he's lost, it'll be interesting to see how long Kurt Angle can still go against Mr. Anderson. But at the same time, is there much left or much further for Kurt Angle to even go? After all the blood he's lost, after the amount of time he was caught being nearly choked out by Mr. Anderson. But it's Kurt Angle with a couple of clotheslines. Oh, back body drop. And Kurt Angle measuring up Anderson as he drives him into the corner. Anderson got the boot up and kicks back Angle. Oh, Mr. Anderson gets caught with a belly to belly. And Angle's fired up, measuring up Mr. Anderson. Was looking for that Angle slam, but it's Anderson. And Anderson with a counter, realizing there are no pinfalls. It was just instinct that to go for a pin after a big move. But the only way to win. Overcheck. Mic check. He's about to overturn Angle with a mic check, but instead got countered. Angle has that tight grip around the midsection of Mr. Anderson as he goes for these German suplexes one after the next. And there's that third German suplex. This could be the beginning of the end for Mr. Anderson here at Lockdown. Another one. It's only a matter of time before Mr. Anderson calls it over. The life is being sucked out of Mr. Anderson with each German suplex. It's getting worse and worse. Kurt Angle is building more and more momentum. Kurt Angle enjoying it, taking it slow with Mr. Anderson. That was a nice throw. Number 5, and he's still got that tight grip on Mr. Anderson. Anderson trying to fight free. And again, the 6-pack. And not the good kind. 6 Germans. And they weren't beers, I'll tell you that. Kurt looking at that key. Looking at the padlock. Looking back at Mr. Anderson. And he pulls the straps down, saying it's not over. And the ankle lock now locked in deep. And, but Anderson fights free of the ankle lock. Anderson, Mike, check. Just pulling a huge one out of nowhere, perhaps out of desperation. But the thing is, can Mr. Anderson capitalize on this big opportunity with a big mic check out of nowhere? And the padlock has been undone. Pushes it open. The cage has been pushed open. Angle slam. Angle slam. The explosiveness of Angle. Kurt Angle wrapping the chain back. Kurt Angle could have won. But I don't think Kurt Angle is done with Mr. Anderson just yet. Kurt Angle is trapping. He's got the key. And he just threw the key into the crowd. Now there's no escape for Mr. Anderson. And now he realizes this is the trouble that he has gotten himself into. Mr. Anderson is finding out what happens when you say the wrong things to the wrong people. Or in Kurt Angle's case, the right things to the right person. Because Kurt Angle now gets to beat up Mr. Anderson, who is trying to escape like a scared cat. Anderson, who tried to escape the cage by climbing. Anderson trying to fight back. Anderson who tried to slow Kurt down so he could climb the cage. And Anderson doing everything he can to avoid Kurt Angle. And no. Looking for a German off that top. Off the top rope. And now the elbows to the face of Angle. Oh my God! An absolute train wreck of a German suplex off that top. Out like a light. Like a light is Mr. Anderson. And you can hear the TNA chants here at Lockdown. Look at the impact of that German suplex off the top rope. Absolutely devastating by Kurt Angle. That was absolutely sickening to watch. Kurt, just get out of the cage now. Win the match. I get the feeling, though, that Kurt Angle is not done yet. Kurt Angle is not done. You can hear the "This is awesome" chants by the TNA fans here in attendance at Lockdown. What in the world? Oh my God. What in the world? Kurt has a moon. We know the moonsault's in Kurt Angle's playbook. Oh my God. Kurt, what are you doing? Risk it for the biscuit. Go big or go home. And Kurt Angle just put his money where his mouth is with the big shot. What a super avalanche moonsault off the top of the cage. Take it out, Mr. Anderson. Anderson has been laid out. Absolute insanity off that moonsault. 15 feet in the air landing on Mr. Anderson. Absolute craziness. If it wasn't over, it is now. And now it's Angle. Kurt's got another key. And now Kurt Angle's going to call this one over. Kurt looking at Mr. Anderson, who's saying he wants more. Anderson, the double birds for Kurt. A low blow. Mic check. He reeled Kurt Angle in. Kurt Angle had the chance to go out the door, but Anderson took advantage of the opportunity of Kurt's willingness to continue to fight. I think Anderson might have just stolen this one. Anderson won the mental game if he escapes this successfully. Anderson who crawls. Anderson at the cage door as he crawls. But there's Kurt who's making his way. Kurt's got the ankle. Kurt's got the ankle. The ankle lock has been applied. Uh-oh. Kurt smells blood in the water. He's tapping out as Mr. Anderson, but there is no submissions, no pinfalls. The only way to win is to escape through the door. But Angle hit the cage. And Kurt, who just went into the cage. Anderson with another opportunity to escape. But the damage has been done to the ankle off that ankle lock. And Anderson gonna escape feet first this time to get out as quickly as possible. Anderson about to escape. And now it's Anderson who's going to be choked out by Angle. Earlier on in the match, Anderson choked out Angle with his wrist tape. How apropos. Using the chain of the second key. You can hear the fans saying to choke him out. And Angle about to choke out Mr. Anderson. That's it. That's got to be it. Oh, it was the Warrior Medal. How apropos and ironic is this? And a stomp right to the family jewels. And Angle is victorious. What a bloody brawl of a steel cage match we saw here between Kurt Angle and Mr. Anderson here at Lockdown. But at the end of the day, it's the machine Kurt Angle who stands tall with a victory over Mr. Anderson. There is nobody who is on the level of Kurt Angle. Get a look at that moonsault. Absolute insanity of that moonsault all the way off the top of the cage. There is just nobody like Kurt Angle. A completely different animal who is willing to go to extreme lengths to do as much damage to his opponents as possible.